You're watching David Graham Sports Reporter.
When you call for just any ambulance service, you never know what you might get. But when you call Vital Care at 423-562-9370, you'll get an experienced staff, experienced and professional people who know what the word emergency really means. Don't just trust anyone. You do have a choice when it comes to ambulance service in this area. 562-9370. The top story remains the Cougars of Campbell County, who are now ranked number 7 in the state, coming off their win over Oak Ridge, who was ranked number 6 but is now ranked number 10 in the state. The Cougars, needless to say, are off to the best start and it appears finish in their history. People were calling the station early Monday morning, telling the staff that Campbell County was ranked number 2 and all that stuff, but hey folks, calm down. You know, these are the official rankings and the Cougars are ranked number 7. Now we got a big win, but it's time to come down to earth and take care of business this Friday at Gibbs, who will definitely be ready for our Cougars and will pull out all the stops to see if they can upset our boys in orange and blue. Justin Price wouldn't expect anything less, and we'll have a sit down with the coach on Wednesday and we'll get his thoughts on this Friday's game at Gibbs. Now, we do know that Gibbs runs some kind of a veer, and they were down there Tuesday practicing for just that. Here's the new updated standings in the district. Anderson County still sits in first place at 6-1. Campbell County is right there with them at 6-1. Oak Ridge now falls to 4-2 overall. Powell is 4-2. Knox Central is behind Powell at 2-4. Clinton is down there in 6th place at 3-4. Gibbs is in 7th place at 2-4. Carnes is in 8th place at 1-6, and Halls is bringing up the rear, and they are still winless overall and winless in the district. Switching gears to basketball, La Follette Middle School basketball, they were at Wynn Monday night, and it's too early to get into basketball, but we'll catch up with the new ladies' head basketball coach, Johnny Cox, and we'll check on the Owls for you, and also the Eagles. Jacksboro Middle School, they're at Powell Middle School for an in-school game Tuesday, just like they had at Jacksboro Middle School last year. Now, these don't count on some coaches' records, but knowing Cody Parker and Wanda Snodgrass, they're going to count them win or lose. Now, on the 14th, the varsity will go play at Huntsville, and they're planning a picture day on either the 29th or the 30th, and we'll get down there and mess all that up for you. Some elementary school games that took place last night. Wynn played at La Follette Elementary School and lost both games. The Lady Owls won big over the Lady Bulldogs 24-11. Courtney Hurst led the Lady Bulldogs with 6 points, while Shayberry led the Lady Owls with 8. The boys had a little tougher time, but won still nonetheless, 29-22. They were down 14-10 at the half, but late in the fourth quarter, Seth Ward dialed up 2 straight threes, and that seemed to spark the Owls on to victory. Jalen Reese had 8 for the Bulldogs, and Chris Weiss had 11 to pace the Owls. Christian Academy upset Jacksboro Elementary School Tuesday night at Christian Academy 32-30. Christian Academy got off to an early big lead in the first half, only to see Jacksboro fight their way back into the game late. Fouls became an issue for Christian Academy. They had 3 players in foul trouble, but managed to play smart and handle the pressure enough to pull out the win in the closing minutes. To quote Coach Vic King, "I am very proud of this team and their improvement, as we did not win a regular season game last year and learned a lot of lessons and grew and learned as a young team. This season so far is paying off, as we are off to a 2-1 record. That's pretty good, I reckon. And this was the first game of the season we had everyone back from injuries or illness at the same time. We demonstrated that by allowing them to come back on us, though, still have much to learn and to be what we would like to be. And anytime you step up and compete with or defeat a large school division like this, you have to feel good about it." And scoring for Christian Academy, Parker Trapman had 9, John Allen Arnold had 8, Will Paul had 7, Zach Moslewick had 5, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Joseph Howard and Thomas Robards had 2 each. Now for Jacksboro, Walden had 17, Martin had 4, Allen had 3, Horton had 3, and Faulkner chipped in 1. She's running off and leaving the pack in elementary school cross country. Who is this, you might say? It's 9-year-old Macy Caldwell, that's who. She's a young lady who attends Christian Academy of Campbell County. She's in the 5th grade and has just competed in the championships this past Monday at Victor Ash Park. and she finished in first place. It was called the Knox Youth Athletic, or Knox Metro. Out of 298 girls, our very own Macy came out the winner. We sat down just for a moment with Macy and Mom Jennifer at Christian Academy Tuesday morning. She's a very quiet young lady, but she's awfully loud when she laces up the cleats and competes. Her coach is Mrs. Ann Browning, and we'll get with the coach and Macy and talk about all she's done. Now, we would love to talk also to Abby Foster as well. She's done very well in the Victor Ash tournament. And on the boys' side, we can't forget about Riley Faulkner, and all three are coached by Ann Browning, who does an outstanding job with the track athletes in this area. Now, we'll have more on these three as we can get them all three set down. Lunch or dinner time is a great time to call Papa John's Pizza. It's always hot, fresh, and delivered to your door. So call them right now, 423-562-7272.
Calvary Christian Academy and Daycare, located at 2139 Jacksboro Pike, behind Murphy's Gas in La Follette. Also located at 2139 Jacksboro Pike is Calvary Worship Center. Our midweek service is Thursday at 7 p.m. Sunday worship service at 6 p.m. For more information, you can call 423-562-7267. That's 423-562-7267.
Okay, now here's some things coming up. I've been reminding you of this second annual Dare Golf Tournament to be held at the Greens at Deerfield Wednesday, October 24th at 1 p.m. Call the Sheriff's Office at 423-562-7446. October 31st is going to be the second annual Halloween Bash at Jellicoe for the basketball team starting at 5 p.m. And also November the 7th, the Blue Devils will scrimmage the Cougars at John R.W. Brown Gymnasium, and all that starts at 6 p.m. with the girls' game and 7 p.m. with the boys' game, and all that's to benefit Toys for Tots. Just take a toy up there, and they'll let you in free of charge. Okay, that's all the local sports we've got for you today. I thank you for being with us. You guys stay tuned. There's a whole lot more to come right here on WLAF.